of one wife.
They were shining examples and beacon lights.
Vigilant and sober, of good report, hospitable, and ready to teach.
They were mentors. They were role models.
Not given to wine, not a fighter, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient. He rules his own house well.
They were fathers. They were counselors.
Not a novice, but humble in spirit.
They were gospel-preaching giants. They were leaders par excellence.
The qualifications of a bishop. Biblical standards these three men we want to talk about tonight have met over and over again. Bishop Phillip Aquila Brooks, Bishop Nathaniel Wells, Bishop Ted Garrett Thomas Sr.
These three respected and beloved general board members committed the majority of their lives to the things of God, in ministry and in deed.
We honor three of our generals, men who stood among the 12 apostles of our church, men who served and served well.
You see, these aren't just your average men. These men stand tall, carrying the light of Christ both in and out of the church, sacrificing themselves wholly, denying nothing to the Lord.
Tonight, we honor and commemorate the legacies, the ministries, and leadership.
Sin made us outcasts of all of God's promises.
Bishop Ted Thomas, General Board Member of the Church of God in Christ, Prelate of the historic First Ecclesiastical Jurisdiction of Virginia, which he served for 36 years as jurisdictional bishop, revered in Virginia both in the community and the church. Bishop Thomas was a pastor of New Community Temple Church of God in Christ for nearly 53 years and pastor of St. Stephen's Church of God in Christ for more than 28 years. Bishop Thomas was married to Mother Charletta Thomas and has 6 sons. He will be missed.
These were highly influential men of God, unwavering contributors to the faith.
God has to send trouble into our families and with our children.
A community leader and advocate outside of the church, a powerhouse preacher and leader in the church. Bishop Nathaniel Wells, a general board member in the Church of God in Christ for nearly 20 years. He served as the prelate of Western Michigan jurisdiction for more than 30 years. He served as pastor of Holy Trinity Institutional Church of God in Christ for more than 43 years. His work going beyond the walls of the church, he's known for his advocacy for those who are less fortunate. In 1991, he founded the Trinity Nonprofit Housing Corporation, developing affordable housing totaling more than $24 million, housing more than 2,200 families. Bishop Wells was married to Mother Mary Ann Houston Wells for more than 58 years and has 6 children.
Servants of their fine caliber are only God-breathed.
Tell them I've got that power. Power!
Among the millennials, he's known for his popular Sunday night praise breaks. Among those older in age, he's known as one of the hardest working men in our church. Bishop Phillip Aquila Brooks, first assistant presiding bishop of our church, the second longest serving jurisdictional bishop, serving the historic First Ecclesiastical Jurisdiction of Michigan for 45 years. A statesman, the gentleman from Detroit, as he's sometimes referred to. One news story referencing Bishop Brooks saying, quote, "Detroit without Bishop P.A. Brooks is a city without a spiritual father." He was the first black pastor to broadcast on television in Detroit. Brooks founded the New St. Paul Tabernacle Church of God in Christ and served as pastor for 67 years. Served on the general board of this church since 1984. His contributions to the national church beyond belief, earning him the tag Mr. Church of God in Christ. One of his more noteworthy contributions, writing the manual for the training of the church's leaders, Bishop Blake calling him an intellectual giant for it. Bishop Brooks was married to Madam Doris Brooks for 68 years and has 2 children. His legacy lives on.
And my life has been highly and richly blessed, having served alongside each of these men.
The shoes of these 3 men cannot even be filled. Their lives, their legacies, their passion, their work, and their witness forever etched in the heart, the soul, and the culture of the Church of God in Christ. We will never forget.
The accomplishments of Bishop Wells, Bishop Brooks, and Bishop Thomas are now solidified as their legacies. They've earned their eternal reward.
AIM celebrates, AIM remembers, AIM honors each and every person name by name, whom we've lost during this time. Their families are in our prayers. For AIM Honors, I'm Toy Thornton.